And Mustafa, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, George. Good afternoon, everyone. I think we're already heading into the afternoon. Dear Executive Secretary, dear members of the Diplomatic Corps, dear Deputy Executive Secretary, distinguished guests, it is very important to emphasize that organizations today that have revolutionized the world are those that have made sustained investment in science, technology, and innovation. As we all know, innovation has been at the core of competitiveness and growth. In the UN system, the momentum of innovation is also unfolding. Several UN agencies have already started fostering the culture of innovation within their organization. And most importantly, with the Secretary General's office, the Chief Executive Board has engaged with Deloitte to build a UN Global Innovation Toolkit. And the main objective of that toolkit is for the entire UN to be able to really adopt it to their own organization. For ECA, we've also actually started it. And today is just the beginning. And it's really important for me to tell you that how delighted I am today to present to you the youth that we invited for the occasion. So we've actually engaged in 2 innovation contests, one for the youth and one for the ECA staff. So if the youth is in this house, please get up, please. And can you please give them a round of applause? Thank you. So you will see how amazing this youth is. You will see the art today, and I will really encourage you to buy a piece of art today. Without any further ado, I also would like to thank a lot our partners, those vendors that have really helped us today. They've contributed, some of them, in airline tickets, like Ethiopian Airline. We also have Hilton, Ramada, Erili Hotel, Capital, Harmony, Radisson, GEFAM, Jupiter International. So I would like to thank you so much for all the hard work and also all the support that you provided us. Also the team that have really worked very hard on this. Thank you so much. We have the publication team, we have KLS, we have everybody else also in the house that have really worked very, very hard to put this innovation challenge, but also the entire celebration, at work. Thank you so much.
I think the high point of the innovation challenge would be the presentation of awards to winners at the 2 levels. But before we come to that, I would just like the Executive Secretary to say a few words, and then we move to present the awards. Madam Executive Secretary.
Thank you. While I'm saying a few words, I don't know if we have any of our directors in the room, but can you please come up to the podium if you're in the room with us as directors. Let me first of all start by welcoming you, the youth, to this occasion. I think when we look at your faces, we see the brightness of the continent. We see, I think, the opportunity that the continent holds. You are already claiming your space on the continent, and I think that your impact is already being felt. The reason we wanted you here today was twofold. In not too distant a future, you will be the ones doing this. So we want you to come and get some sense of what it looks like. But secondly, I think that, as we said, we really believe that your innovation is what is going to make the continent great. Your innovation is what is going to deliver the aspiration of Agenda 2030. Your innovation is what is going to take Africa to a prosperous place. So I think it would have been impossible, I think, to celebrate ECA at 60 without having you. Because ECA at 60 is for you, it's about you, and it's for you. So I want to thank you, first of all, for even daring to participate and for showing us, I think, in Ethiopia with you here, the amazing nature of your innovation and so much more that we can learn from you. And we hope that this is just the beginning, as Al-Mustafa said, of a process where we will be able to exchange ideas with you about how we design Africa's future. We have for so long designed Africa's future without you, the youth. I think that hopefully we can mark today as the beginning of that process of designing Africa's future with you, so that you can teach us how to do it in a way that is much faster. You are clearly a much more ambitious, a much faster, a much more impatient group than we are. And I think that your impatience is what Africa needs today, because we cannot afford another 60 years of 500 million people in poverty on the continent. We cannot afford another 60 years of crisis on the continent. We cannot afford another 60 years of malnutrition, of hunger. We cannot afford another 60 years where women are not considered equals to men. We need you to help us get there much faster. So we need your impatience. We need your questions. We need your why. We need your why not now. We need your why not sooner to make that happen. So thank you for coming. Thank you for taking the time. And we really look forward to learning a lot more from you and for you to ask more questions. I think that as the year unfolds next year, you will see us engaging a lot more with you as our community here in Ethiopia to ensure that whatever we do, we can learn from you and ensure that that is built into our ideas. Because we do have an amazing amount of ideas and we publish an amazing amount of work. But I think you can also help us to nourish some of those ideas in ways that we have not thought about. So once again, thank you very much. And I will call on all my directors to join me in giving you the awards for innovation and for taking the time. And let me also wish you happy holidays as we break this week for the holidays. Thank you very much.
This milestone, the 60 years, ECA launched this innovation challenge with schools in Addis Ababa with a view to nurturing a sense of innovation to solve Africa's development challenges. There were numerous submissions. The categories were two, in essay form and the artwork. Indeed, the submissions only confirmed that young people not only understand the challenges, however, actually have a stake in also being the problem solvers of African issues and going through. So a big thank you to all of you for making these exciting, submissions. We encourage you to continue to work as problem solvers. Unfortunately, for some of us who were members of this task, we had the challenge of having to select some of the winners and the runners-ups. However, each person who made a submission will be recognized because we felt that the submissions that were made actually were exemplary in their submissions. If we're ready, in the essay category, there were four winners as such. There were two groups and two individuals. The first young person was Afomia Amara from School of Tomorrow. And the focus of her submission was on innovation ideas to solve Africa's problem, focused on women's education. The second winners is a group. Afomia has actually, her prize is an international ticket anywhere in the world by Ethiopian Airlines, and also and a weekend stay at the Radisson. The second team, it's a group, again from School of Tomorrow, on the prevention of substance abuse in Africa. I will call out all your names: El Shalom Bekele, Hidaya Mulugeta, Abigail Daniel, Eden Sisai, Nohamin Melesa. Congratulations. Here, each member of the team won 1,500 Ethiopian birr, sorry, and also breakfast at the Chef's Club at the Ramada Hotel. Okay. El Shalom Bakala, Idia Mulugeta, Abigail Daniel, Eden Sisai, Nohamin Malesa. The next winners is also a team from Bole Senior Secondary School. It's Lul Solomon and Abdurazak Nasruddin. Their prize is Ethiopian Airlines ticket, flights to Nairobi and return, and 2 junior suites at El Ile Hotel. Okay, the runner-up in this category is Mara Mawit Tawalda from School of Tomorrow. Yes, the Gasa. That's the Gasa. The, this particular picture actually depicts a child thinking about the challenge Africa is facing, and includes issues of security, immigration, and mothers' mortality rates. It expresses the complex feeling of an African child. Melaku Agmus. Yep. This painting shows the challenge of education in Africa. There's a woman which is reaching out to the top, and yet she's being dragged down by multiple hands, depicting that multiple challenges which Africa faces. It places emphasis on the female, which deals with society and the family as a whole. This painting shows that nationalism or unity should be, is the vision for tomorrow. The eyes are covered to show that it has no discrimination, and therefore the vision is of unity. The hair expresses the youth. A sign of the times for Ethiopia. And the runner-up in the arts submission is Tinsaye Goitom. The painting presents the flag of every single African country, and in between is divided by a black border, which indicates the divisions and the lack of cooperation of Africa as it is today. Whereas at the bottom, there's the map of Africa, which shows a very colorful image going forward. It talks about the unity and the similarities of Africa. So the blue background shows the bright future that Africa would be, should be united. Okay. Just to recognize that the efforts that every single young person who has submitted and is also a winner in this, we'd like to also come in and receive your certificates. So I'm going to call out the names: Michael Mulugeta, Winter Hailu, Nahom Zenai, Naomi Alebacho, Mr. Mariam Getahun, Saron Mahadi, Blaine Tsaggal, Kasech Waldemariam, Eden Ammaha, Aida Mulugeta, Francie Regasa, Afomia Lena, Musa Matawaki, Qudus Zawdu, and Siham Shamsu.
You do so well. I will let you
Oh dear. Sure.
Yeah, stop here. But don't forget to invite them.
No, wait.
We want to take this opportunity to thank all the sponsors of the Innovation Challenge for their generous contribution to this initiative. And we would like to invite their representatives present here in the room to come forward to join the group photo. Ethiopian Airlines, Kenya Airways, Hilton Hotel, Radisson Blue, Ramada, Harmony, Get Farm, Capital, Jupiter Hotel, and Elili Hotels. Please come forward.
It's great that UNECA has provided such an opportunity for us to share our ideas, since we are the ones which are going to change Africa tomorrow, and we are the leaders of tomorrow, so we are proud to be here. And most of all, we thank God for giving us this opportunity, since He is the mightiest, and He is the one which makes all possible, and we know that He will change Africa for the better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have made You have made not only your school proud, but you've made Ethiopia proud, you've made Africa proud. We're very proud of you. We would like to thank very much all the contestants and to congratulate all the winners for this keenly contested event. More grease to your elbow. Thank you. I'm told that one of the young ladies wants to also make a few remarks. Please come forward.
Good afternoon. በቅድሚያ እዚህ ላለ ሰው ሁሉ እንኳን ለኢሲኤ 60ኛ ዓመት በሰላም አደረሳችሁ ለማለት እወዳለሁ። Firstly, I would like to congratulate each and every one here for the 63 prosperous years of ECA. As representative of my school, I'd like to give my humble thanks for the executive administrative of ECA for inviting us to be part of this exclusive program. From our little knowledge, we approved that and we granted that ECA has passed these golden years working for the prosperity and peace of Africa. We have not much to say, but we are here to lend our help for ECA development. Today, me and my fellow friends are here to vote that we will work hard so that we can be a use for Africans' development. We promise At last, we promise to work hand to hand with ECA until our continent, Africa, reach at the peak of her prosperity. Thank you. Amesegnalo.
Hello, esteemed guests. First, I would like to thank the ECA for giving us this opportunity. I drew this art to show that African problem is illiteracy, uncivilization, lack of education, and we could solve this problem by teaching the ones from the countryside and other parts of Africa. And education could help us all pass through all these problems, and especially helping the women part of the society, since they are almost half of the society. They could help us pass all the problems. Thank you.
We're very proud of you. You represent the best in African youth. Thank you. We're moving to the second category of the award-winning celebration, and that is the winning contributions from ECA. And I will let Al-Mustafa Sise read the list of contributors.
Thank you, George. I think there's another youth who actually would like to promote gender balance because he saw two females spoke, and he also wanted to speak. So, come on.
Okay, I would like to thank you for giving me this chance. Actually, also congratulations for the 60th anniversary ECA. What I want to perform, what I want to transfer for Africa is that we know Africans have many problems, but among this, education and the political in Africa is the main problem in Africa. So we Africans, more new generation, we have to solve this problem, please. Especially education. To say more, education in Africa is nowadays is declining because of many reasons. The first reason is that the value that we people are giving for our teachers is very low. We are not encouraging our teachers to teach students. But a student without teachers, as you know, if we don't get a good teachers, we can't get a good student, and the country will not be grow. So the first thing to be solved is this problem. The second one is how to keep our teachers in a process. That means we have to encourage our teachers to teach our students. Also, the government have to give more salaries, more payment for the teachers. Unless otherwise, the graduated students, maybe I may be graduates, if I see the teachers not getting a high value and moral, my chance to be a teacher is low. That means the other students are seeing teachers as less option of the resource. So we have to solve this one, please. We Africans, it is we who we have to solve this problem. The another one is regarding scholarship. Our students who went outside by the help of other nations, who went outside like Europe nations, they are not coming back to help their countries. They are staying there. Come on, why do you shouldn't forget. We shouldn't forget the process that we came through, right? If I learn the government school, if I know the way I learn, so I have to think if I get the capacity, right? We have to solve this one, especially the students who went some other countries. You shouldn't stay there. You have to come back to your countries to solve this problem, to solve the problem where you have came through. So as a general, if we African can prove this one, there is no reason that the Africa can be the powerhouse of the education. There is no reason. Just let us, especially the government, African governments, African presidents, African prime ministers, you have to look the value of teachers. Please, you have to focus on it. At least even if we don't pay them more, just let us give them a moral so that they can teach our students. Nowadays, teachers in Africa, we are not giving them we are not giving them a moral. That's why they are looking for another job to get a better payment. So imagine if a teacher can do two jobs, if we have time for finding for another job, have time for education, how can even they think their students that teaching is a good job? Because even they are not encouraged. It's just they are teaching just for the purpose of grading, not for the purpose of transferring the knowledge. So this comes through what? We Africans. It's the only we Africans who can solve this problem. Thank you so much. Please try to, especially African government, try to solve this problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, young man. I think your message resonated very well in the room with this big round of applause. And I think the teachers are going to love you even more for being an advocate for more pay for them.